Good morning. I'm going to do something a little different for my live recordings today. Not quite live when I post it, but I'll post it momentarily. I'm gonna take care of this tangerine tree behind me. I'll talk a little bit about what's going on with the tree, what I'm doing to it, and what that means in a larger sense. What kind of ownership it is giving me of taking care of my things, my life, the things I care about. And just to introduce, if you haven't seen Abraham over here in the corner, I'm going to tilt the camera down. You won't see as much of the tree, but you'll get to see Abraham's reaction when I take care of the tree. So what we're going to do, I'm going to go out of the frame for a second. I'm going to go turn on some water. What I did yesterday was I sprayed some soapy, light soap, organic water on the tree, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of problems on the leaves. There's kind of a you can hear the water kind of filling up. There's a kind of scum on it, kind of a lot of dirt that you might see on some of the leaves, and they're kind of yellowing, they're not fully green. That's partially because I'm not watering it properly and I'm not fertilizing it. But we've also got this dirt on the leaves. You're actually seeing a little less of it than there was there yesterday already. And so I'm going to wash off that soap. So got my spray nozzle here. And we're going to just sort of experiment with what kind of spray we want. We'll try this cone. You can see Abraham's already getting activated. Nothing personal, guy. But we're going to just try and wash off some of this soap. And you know, this tree has been here for years, and we have constantly enjoyed the tangerines that come off it. They're small, about a little smaller than, about the size of a handball. I don't know if you remember, you know, like a true handball that you might see people playing in the park. And this year, a couple people have told me, you know, you really got to start taking care of your tree. And I sort of just let it grow. I figured the root shape under the tree, I was told once, is about as big as the tree itself, but all under the ground. And I know you're just seeing, I'll just shift the camera a little bit so you can see where I am over here. And you want to keep the water away from the computer, because that's what's recording right now. And so I figured that, you know, when we sprinkled the grass, then the tree was getting watered as well, and that was sufficient. But somebody pointed out to me the bad color on these leaves and the scum on it, and I thought, you know, I look at the tree sitting at my desk every day. I really enjoy it. It's actually become a really nice kind of shelter for, you see Abraham's kind of clearing out there. So I'll turn the camera over. You can see what he's doing. He says, oh, I'm kind of have had enough of this. He's moving to drier areas. The tree has really become a great shelter for birds. And so I want to take care of it. And so yesterday I got a spray bottle, filled it with a little bit of soap, and, you know, it took me about 20 minutes or so. It wasn't too big a deal. And I sprayed the tree with this soap, and then I let it sit on, as someone had told me to do, and hopefully dissolve off some of the scum that was growing on it. And then today I'm coming along and rinsing it off. So now Abraham's deciding he wants to explore a little bit. I'll tilt it, see if you can see what he's up. All right, well, apparently when I tried to turn the camera so you could see what Abraham was up to, I accidentally turned off the recording. So I'm going to just tell you what I said is that what this tree means is me taking care of business, me taking care of what I'm responsible for, me being an owner in my life. You know, when I redid the garage, I think I did a Facebook and a YouTube live about it. When I redid the driveway, not the garage, when I redid the driveway and planted it so it's a grass-friendly driveway with grass growing in squares throughout the driveway, you know, I felt tremendous pride, tremendous ownership, like I'd made a huge step forward in the abundance of my own life and being in charge of my own life. And I looked at this tree day after day, and I had different people tell me this is the care that it needs. And I just, you know, procrastinated, put it off. Even yesterday, as I was leaving the hardware store where I picked up a spray bottle, a larger spray bottle, so I'd be able to spray without having to refill it repeatedly. You know, I was saying, I even said to my wife, you know, there's a big part of me that just is so lazy. I want to just hit the couch and just say, okay, fine, I bought the spray bottle, that's enough. But I thought, no, go. That's not your sane brain talking. That's just you talking. So go forward, do the next step, finish the job. And it took me 20 minutes, half an hour, I don't know. And I watered the tree, and I ordered from Amazon. I ordered fertilizer that's going to be coming in a day or two, and I'll feed the tree, And these steps, are steps great for the tree. I can hardly wait to see what the tangerines are going to look like. I took a before picture, so I'll be able to see how the growth has improved on the tree. But it's also about being an owner. It's also about me being abundant in my life, like repairing the driveway. Like making the bed every day, like keeping dishes out of the sink. All of these are things that I can do that says that I'm worth it, I'm abundant, I take care of myself, I take care of the things around me. So, and when we're not doing that, we know what those things are. I would look at this tree and I'd say, no, I know I need to do something with it, and I would just put it off. And that's another weight, a little, weight I'm carrying on my shoulder, where I'm not being remarkable, I'm not being the person that I want to be. And there are areas like that in your life. So what are those areas? What would be the step to start taking care of them? And what's the energy and the power that's going to come out of them? I'm excited to hear what you discover. So be in touch with me. You can find me at Mark Rothman Progress Coach. You can see my website at markcoach.net. Leave a comment on this video. I look forward to replying to it. Let me know where those areas are that that need to get dealt with, and what can you do to start taking care of them. And tell me, the final step is, how did that build your abundant sense of yourself? Because that's what it's for. That's what it's about for us. Thanks for watching. See you again next week.